Happening right now, a jury finds Jorge Garza guilty of conspiring to possess marijuana with the intent to distribute.
The heated back and forth six-day trial surrounding the Hidalgo County Panama unit corruption case has come to a close, and Action 4's Brett Crandall has been following this case, joining us live outside the McAllen Federal Courthouse now. Brett.
To convict Jorge Garza, the government had to prove that he was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And obviously the jury believed that they did their job, sending Garza to prison for at least 10 years. Former Hidalgo County Sheriff Deputy Jorge Garza has been convicted of conspiring to possess with intent to distribute more than 1,000 pounds of marijuana. Garza was accused of helping conduct fake traffic stops to steal from drug traffickers and resell the drugs. 8 other officers charged in the case have pleaded guilty. It was supposed to be a one-day trial and ended up taking 6 days and focusing more on top officials in the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, including the sheriff himself. In his closing arguments, U.S. Attorney James Sturgis said to the jury, quote, "I believe the tactic in this trial was to take your focus away from this trial." Defense attorney Lily Ann Gutierrez spent 2 days questioning Sheriff Lupe Trevino. But in her closing arguments, Gutierrez didn't draw much on his testimony. Instead, she argued the testimonies of the government's witnesses, those who pled guilty to the indictment, could not be trusted, citing they were only in it for the plea agreement that lessens their sentencing. She said, quote, "All government witnesses are convicted drug traffickers and are receiving a benefit for coming here and testifying." But in the end, it took the jury less than 3 hours to unanimously decide they trusted those testimonies, and Garza was guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Garza was taken into custody after the verdict was read, but he will appear back here in court on Thursday, where his defense attorney will argue in his behalf that he should be placed on bond until his sentencing hearing. Reporting live from McAllen, I'm Brett Crandall for Action 4 News.
All right, Brett, thank you so much for that. Now, Garza was appointed a probation officer to draft a pre-sentencing report.
Garza, along with the 11 other men who pled guilty to the indictment, will be sentenced on October 17th. For a closer look at our in-depth coverage of the Panama unit scandal and all the major players, just go to valleycentral.com, click on the news link.